All right, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well today. So, for our next concert, our spring concert, that'll be May 18th. That's a Wednesday. So far, the two pieces that we know we're doing, um, Equilibrium and possibly Star Wars. We're going to read it today. We'll see how it goes. This is the piece we're planning on, but that might change in the future. So, Star Wars and Equilibrium, those are kind of the two on the table right now. Not quite sure what the third piece will be, if we have a third piece. All right, hey, guys, percussion in the back. Yeah, as quiet as possible when we're passing out. Also, some things to keep in mind for the RCG registration still online. If you'd like to do marching band, please register as soon as possible. hchbands.com. Go to marching band registration. It's all online. There's no paperwork to be filled out. Also, if you're interested in being a leader for marching band, there's a leadership essay that you have to fill out. That's going to be due Friday, so just a couple days left. All the information you need is on the bulletin board. Also, for people who are interested in being in the color guard or percussion, next Monday night from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. or 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. There's a meeting. I'm not sure if it's an audition or informational for color guard percussion.
Color guard's practicing percussion. We'll just start getting placement.
Okay. Yeah. So placement for percussion, practicing for color guard. Monday nights, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're here. Okay, that does it for announcements. Any questions? No? All right, let's go ahead, start warming up. Make sure you get the music passed out. Should be enough parts. If there aren't, feel free to raise your hand. Yeah. One part? Okay. But we only have 3 today, right? Okay, so I'll get that extra copy to you. Okay, anybody else missing parts? All right, let's start warming up then. Long tone B flats. Sit up straight with a good posture. There you go. Deep breath. Get a really clean start. Articulate it. We'll do one more. Now, so you guys can play out more. I'm having trouble hearing you, so a little bit more. Long tones number 1. And what's the purpose of long tones number 1? Chris? What was that? Hey guys? Yeah, ensemble awareness. So balancing, blending. Make sure you're focusing in on other people's sound and trying to match that. And intonation. Okay? Long tones 1. next note? No? Sing it? Okay, now play. Sing your next note. Yeah, that's right. Most people got it. Okay, play now. So, somebody tell me why we sing those notes. What's the purpose of singing, as an instrumentalist? Steven? Yeah, you want to be able to hear the pitch before you play it. It's called audiation. It really helps with intonation. If you can think where the note is going to be before you play it, that, you kind of automatically adjust your embouchure to make it more in tune. So singing and thinking about the pitches is just as important as playing them with our instrument. Okay? So it's a skill that we need to make sure we develop. Now let's move on, HSC number 2. We're going to do a reverse order DCA. Start low and go high. DCA, HSC number 2. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Make sure we all start together. Strong articulation on the first note. Make sure we don't lose any time in the first couple beats. Let's try it again. Line D. 1, and 2, and ready, and go. Line A, we skipped over line B. Line A, HSC number 2. Okay, line A. 1, and 2, and ready, and go. Yeah, so brass, make sure there's a lot of air support to get those higher notes out. Okay, we're going to move on, play some scales, starting with concert F major number 2. F major. Steady airstream. It was kind of wavery. Last note. Steady air. So make sure you've got enough air behind the tongue to get those notes out. We don't want them to go back and forth. Okay. Next scale, B flat, number 3. Harmonic minor. E flat, number 4. Hey, percussion, we could use some more of you. The percussionist helps us keep time. So, more mallets. E flat, number 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. A flat, hey, we don't need to talk about it, right? A flat, number 5. Horns up. Can somebody tell me, why do you think we just did those 4 scales if we're reading a new piece today? Hey, raise your hand, please. Let's see. Somebody who hasn't talked yet. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. So, I mean, just be aware. I mean, those are the keys we're going to be playing in. You know, that's why we practice the scales, so we get our fingers ready, then we don't have to think about it so much when we're reading it. All right, percussion. You have your assignments for sight reading. Okay, go ahead, get into position. Hey, no talking right now. We're going to tune, so we need it to be as quiet as possible. Hey, tuning. We're going to sing it using do. Okay, everybody sing. Give us what? Okay, more volume from the singers. Okay, it's a little flat. Can you bring it up? All right. This is your head, really. Okay, that's good. Hey, Matt, join in. Okay. Evan. Everybody, flat. Sharp, but you guys fixed this. That was good. Let's hear trumpets now. All trumpets. Good breath. Make sure we start with your articulation. Don't just let the air start. Third, start with Cassidy. Yeah, kind of start. You hear that? Pull up. That's actually on the flatter side. So. Okay. It's starting to get a little bit sharp. Pull up. Just here. And try it again. Okay, let's start with the one before. Okay, it still needs to come down. Oh, we're just doing this thing now. Okay, that's good. Okay, keep going. There you go. Okay, now it's Daniel. Hey guys, please be quiet. Okay, it's sharp, so pull out. Okay, and roll again. Okay, there we go. Keep playing, Daniel. Cassidy. Okay, now I think it's flat. So you need to match with Daniel and Will. Okay, so make sure this is in. Okay, let's try all trumpets again. very first step in tuning, listen to the people on your left and your right, and adjust to them, and then after that, adjust your section and into the band. Okay, so sight reading, right? We already talked about one aspect that we always mention when we do sight reading. What is that? Huh? Yeah, key signature. So what I'd like for you guys to do now, go ahead, take about 30, maybe a minute on your own. Talk to people around you. What you see, what you think you might need worked on. So I'll give you about a minute. Go ahead and do that with the people you're sitting next to. Talk about musical aspects, not just anything. No flag right now. Matt? No flag right now. Just talking. All right. Bring it back in. Can I have your attention? Hey, Matt. So, what did you guys notice? What did you talk about with your neighbors? Chris? Hey, shh. Make sure we're all listening to Chris.
There's like 3 or 4 key changes.
Yeah. How many?
Okay, so yeah, I think there's 4.
Yeah. We have 4 different keys. That's right.
Yeah.
And we already played through those keys. Can somebody tell me what they are? Matt?
B flat major, E flat major.
Yeah.
Then there's G major.
Okay, it's G major for you. Do you know what G major for you is, concert-wise?
That would be an F major.
Yeah, F major concert.
And then there's I believe a G flat major.
Okay, G flat. I don't believe there's a G flat major.
Oh, I see. I mean a D flat.
D flat.
It
Not
would be
quite
E
sure.
flat major for us.
Okay. I think you're thinking of A flat major.
No, but that's it. Oh, it's, yeah, A flat.
Okay, so essentially, okay, yeah, that's fine. Hey guys, a lot of talking. No phones, please. Saw some phones out in the trumpet section. So put that away. Thank you. So the keys we have: F major, D flat major, E flat major, A flat major. So all pretty simple keys, not a whole lot of sharps or flats for anybody. So make sure you're getting all those. Every change, accidentals, different notes. All right, what are some other things you guys talked about? Is it? Okay, what time signatures do we have? Yeah, so there's 4/4, there's 2/4, anything else? Yeah, 6/8, there's also a 3/4 in there. So we've got 4 different time signatures, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 6/8. How do we count 6/8? If I give you a beat like this, how'd you count that? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when we get to that 6/8 section, make sure you're counting that correctly. All right, so time signatures, key signatures. Anything else you guys noticed? Chris?
Tempo changes.
Yeah, there's tempo changes. How many tempo changes do we have?
I see 3.
Yeah, I think there's about 3 tempo changes. There's 104. We have the 6/8 section, dotted quarter equals 120. It slows down at the first key change, so make sure you're aware of all that. Evan, were you going to say something else?
No, I was gonna say the wrong time.
Yeah, rallentando, what measure? Yeah, so rallentando means slow down a tempo, back to the first tempo. Okay, so tempo changes, time, key. What else are we going to be looking at? Lexi? Accidentals, yeah, that's important. So we have the key signature. Make sure we get the accidentals as well. So, you know, changes for every part. Make sure you're looking at that. Anything else? Okay. Let's go ahead and play through some of these transitions. So let's start at measure 12. We're going to play to 22. So we're starting 12, going to 22. Measure 20 slows down suddenly. So make sure we're aware of that. Okay, everybody ready at 12? This will be our sight reading tempo right here. Okay, horns up, everybody's playing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so we're missing some percussion instruments. So Olivia, do you have the vibe part there? I'm sorry, hey guys, please be quiet. What was that? I can't hear that. Can you speak up, please? Okay. Oh, all the keyboard part. Okay, so yeah, 22. Just make sure you play at least one or two of the notes there so we get that feeling. Let's try that again. We're going to start same spot. Slowing down at 20, suddenly slower. So measure 12 again. Yeah, Matt? You're not feeling it? Okay, well, ask Mr. Cook for a pass. Okay, 12. Let's try this transition again. And it speeds back up again at 22. So a little bit of a tempo change in those two measures. Okay, 12. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, yes, let's just try 22. Just measure 22. It'll be about this tempo. Dun, 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 dun. 22. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, now let's try 20 going into 22. So starting measure 20, and when we get to 22, it's subito, so there's no speed up or anything. 20. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. Yeah, that's. No. 22. It suddenly gets faster. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and. We'll work more on that. Let's hit another transition right now. 58. We're jumping ahead to 58. We're going to get another transition here. So 58. So what's the transition that I'm talking about? Where does the tempo change after 58? Can I see a hand raise? Matt? Yeah, well, yeah, that's the starting tempo. Quarter note equals 80. Where does the tempo change after that? Matt? Well, no, we're looking ahead of 58 right now. Yeah. Brooke? Yeah, 62. The 2-4, it jumps ahead a little bit from 80 to 96. So let's play that a little bit. Starting measure 58. One and two and three and four and. Let's count it through. So what I want you guys to do is count and finger. 58 going into 62. Counting and fingering. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 1, 2. Count louder. Or 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2. Tempo change here. 1 EN and 2 EN. Okay. Let's count that rhythm. 2-4. Somebody tell me what that rhythm is. Everybody has it. And measure 62. Matt? Huh? What was that? I can't hear you. Can you speak up? Hey guys, pretty loud in here. A lot of talking whispering. Huh? What? Yeah, the 2-4. 62. Measure 62. Okay. Oh yeah, that's your counting. Okay, so yeah, that's the counting for tubas and baritones. What rhythm does everybody else have? Steven? Yeah. Yeah, so if you have 1 EN and 1 EN, count. Okay, ready? I'll give you 2. 1, 2, 1 EN and 1 EN and 1. 1 and 2 and 1. Okay? Now let's get into it. 58, counting. Everybody's in. 58 going to 62, counting. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 EN and 1 EN and 1. Okay. Yeah, that's better. It's cleaner. 58, playing now. We're going to play this transition. You remember, most of these tempo changes are sudden, so there's going to be a little bit of a prep, but there's no accelerando or retardando. 58. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, another transition. Measure 108 going into 115. What's the transition here? What tempo do we go to? Well, the time is 4/4. What's the tempo marking at 115? Go say it here. At 115. Cassidy? Slowly. Do you guys have a metronome marking? Okay, the metronome marking in the score is 68. So 114 will be about da 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 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys all see that? So we have snare in 114. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, 2, 3. That's the change. So 108. Let's play it. We're going to play 108 going into 115. I'll give you 2. About this tempo, starting at 108. One, two. 1, 16. Okay. So make sure you're looking at the key signature. We're in the key of concert A flat right there. So clarinets, I think we missed some flats. All right, let's try that again. 108. Playing. One, two. 115. Work on that. Okay, 125. 1, 2, 3. That's the next transition. Okay, I just played through it. Okay, so what transition is that there? We've got a couple different things that are changing. Can somebody tell me at least one of them? Chris? Time signature. What does it change to? Okay. What else changes? Cassidy? Key change. We lose a flat. Okay. One other thing that changes. Naima? Yeah, faster. So let's go ahead and count at 130. All right. If you have dun da dun da dun da 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 da, count with me. Somebody tell me what rhythm that is. How you would count it in 6/8. Okay, so this is flutes, clarinets, alto sax, tenor sax, trumpet, percussion. One. Stephen?
1, 3, 4, 6, 1, 3, 4.
Yeah, so 1, 3, 4, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, everybody count that with me. If you have that in your part. 1, 3, 4, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Try it again. Ready? Go. 1, 3, 4, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, play it. 130. I'll give you 2. Everybody's playing. So 1, 2, ready, go. Okay. Now, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Don't overplay though. That's too aggressive. Okay, you don't need to talk about it. Okay, so do I have your attention? Thank you. 2 measures before the 6/8. Let's practice that counting. So we're going to count 2 measures before 6/8. Let's practice this transition. I'll give you 4. 2 before the 6/8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 4, 6. Okay, and that's how it's going to feel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, dun da dun da dun da da da. Okay, everybody's playing 122. Let's get into it. This is the last transition, and then we'll sight read the whole piece. 122. Pickups for clarinet and saxophone. 1, 2, 3. rhythm? Quickly, before we play the piece, if you have a dotted half note in 140, somebody raise your hand. If you have a dotted half note in 140, raise your hand. Okay. Tell me how to count that rhythm. Okay, and all the hands go down. Matt?
It'd be 1, and basically hold 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. So 1, and then you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1. Right? So that measure 1, 1. 6, 1, 1. Okay, let's all count that. 140. Okay, counting 140. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 1. 6, 1, 1. 6, 1. Okay, let's play it now. 140, playing. One, two, ready, go. That was the end. Okay, we'll work. Hey, stay focused, please. So there's a lot of work to do. I think the transitions, they're good enough to celebrate. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's try to get all the way through the piece. So from the top. Hey, no talking. Make sure your horns are up, ready to play. One, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 22. Okay, let's restart there. Okay. I lost a couple people. 122. Tempo changes here, it speeds up. We're starting at 22. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, 58. Let's skip ahead a little bit. The rhythms at 66 are pretty tricky, and just in the interest of getting a clean sight reading, let's go ahead to 108. So we're skipping ahead 108. We'll work more on that middle section later, but that's going to need some work before we can play it through. 108. We're still in 2/4 here. Keep in mind, key signature change. We've got a couple more flats than we did when we left off, so make sure you're looking at the key. 108. Give me 2. 1, 2. 115. 116. 'Piece, right? So hopefully as you're doing this, we're not quite done yet, we've got a couple more minutes, we're not going to get to equilibrium, but hopefully as we're reading this, you're recognizing spots you need to work on. The resistant march section, a lot of trick rhythms, dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 a lot of syncopation and 16th notes. That's something to hit with the metronome. For now, in the last couple minutes we have left, let's make sure we can get a clean ending. So 148, let's see, let's just have flute and clarinet, 148. Okay. Let's hear this part. I'll give you 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then you cut off there. Okay. Yeah, you guys don't play the final notes. You know, you end about a measure early. All right, now let's hear alto sax and trumpet at 148. So these are going to be our melody instruments. They'll play us out. Alto sax, trumpets. Give you 2. We're in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready? You guys? Figure it out later. 148. Okay, just altos and trumpets. 1, 2. Your rhythm changes a little bit there. In measure 150, dun 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 dun. That second note you don't hold it as long. Let's count 150, altos and trumpets. Okay, ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's the rhythm. 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You don't hold the second note as long as it does before. Okay? Try it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. We're just counting right now. Okay? Ready? One more time. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. I think the rhythm's right now. 148. Let's play it. Altos and trumpets. Ready? Go. Okay, so we're back at 148. Okay. One last time. 1, 2. Yeah, so everybody's going to be listening to you for the last rhythm. Okay, everybody, 148, let's play it out. Listen to the altos and trumpets so you guys know where to end. 148, I'll give you 2. 1, 2. Alright, we'll end it there. Practice. A lot of practice to be